Hey, how's it going? It's your man Essex Jay on GTA. I've got a new workaround for the solo streetcar duplication glitch. It's been patched twice recently, in the last week literally. Rockstar are really heavily on their patching and hot fixing at the moment. So yet again, someone's come up with a workaround. I've got it for you. A big shout out to Latifa over on Seven Sins and Rocky for giving out lots of good advice. And a few others I think help contribute little bits and pieces. Sorry if I haven't mentioned you. But it's mainly Latifa's come up with this. That's superb. So we can carry on now and make our money. It's totally different really. It's an old method that used to be used. But it's different to the last method that we've been using for the last couple of times. It's been patched. So pay close attention. There's a few similarities at the beginning, but then it changes. Most of it's done out on the street, most of the work now, away from LSC garage. So basically, usual, we're going to get a simian job. Find any street car, start the mission while you're driving along at a good speed, because the idea here is we want the car that we're in to roll away from us from the point where we've created the duplication. So we've just done that, gone in the simian job, cancelled out. There's the car that we was in, the original street car, and this is the duplicate over here. Just to prove that, I'm going to show you the number plates. I think it's finishing in a 151, the last 3 digits. So I just want to show you that, just to confirm, yes, this is a duplication. There you go, hopefully you saw that. It's 151 as the last 3 digits. Just nip over to the other original car that we had, and 151, there you go. Engine's still running. So all we want to do now that we've found a good session, and that is 95% of this battle of getting this glitch to work, is finding a good session. That can take, no lie, it can take half an hour or so, depending on how busy the forums are. But this is a 29 person session that I'm in. I thought I'd give it a go. Normally I don't even leave the garage unless it's a 30, a full lobby. But I left on the 29, thought I'd give it a go, and I found a good one here. So we've got the car that we're going to put our money into and duplicate. I'm just going to break off the door, and we still do the blue circle test. That's still quite a big part of confirming that we want to keep this car and telling the game mechanics not to despawn it on us. So usual procedure, we want to get out the door that we've just broken off, step into our garage, get in as quick as possible. Doesn't matter if you've got to shift about a bit. Don't run out of the garage, just turn around, walk out. And we'll be spawned back outside again, and we just want to slowly look around. Jump in our car and see if the door's spawned back on. This itself can take multiple attempts, depending on the session you're in. This can take 10 goes sometimes. You might even have to change the car and have to try something else. But once you've got to this point where the door's spawned back on, do it a second time if you can, just to really cement the car into the game. But once you've got it, I've done it on one turn here. The door spawned back on after one attempt. So I'm sticking with that and proceeding. And I've just gone over to LSC now. I'm just going to put a couple of basic upgrades on it. Just again to tell the game mechanics that we don't want to lose this car. Don't despawn it on us. So I've just put an exhaust on, and I'm just changing the colour. You yourselves can put on a cheap colour. Because you guys, it's all about saving your money on the customization side of it. You don't want to lose out. So choose a nice cheap colour, pop an exhaust on it, take it out, and we're going to break the door off again. Nothing's been solidly proven about whether this is needed at this stage in the glitch, but we're going to do it anyway because it's part of the instructions. So we're just going to break the door off of what is now going to be the master car. We'll put a couple of basic upgrades on it, just to test still at testing stage. Again, we're going to line up our simian, Ron or Gerald job. Accelerate, get up to a good speed, make sure there's nothing ahead of you blocking your path so the car can continue rolling. Last thing you want it to do is hit a car in front and stay close. Because if the master is anywhere near the duplicate when it respawns, it will brick the master. We don't want that, we want to keep that master alive and accessible. So up the road there is continued rolling the master, and that's it there, sitting there quite happy. And here we have the duplicate, roughly in the area where we started the Simeon, Ron or Gerald mission. So we don't really care about that duplicate now, it's just test stage. We're going to stick it there, we don't care if it despawns or what. So we're going to jump in another car, get back to our master, And of all the cars I could have jumped into, normally they're complete crap what you use, but I found a Schwarzer. Damn it, I could have used that in the first place. Got a few more bob, but anyway, this is just tutorial, so this car will do nicely. Okay, so we've got our master now. Remember, you don't want to put it too close to the duplicate or the car with the tracker on. What I wanted to do now is take this into LSC. Now that it's proven that it's going to stay in the game and we can make money from it, I want to actually take this into LSC and fully maximise all modifications. So I've just wondered if that car that I put there earlier is still there or not. So I'm taking a bit of a chance here coming this close. I should have really just have blown up that first car to make sure, but it's despawned anyway, so that's brilliant. We're not going to go close to it, so it's not going to brick our master car. You remember that's a very important point. Keep your master car away from the duplicate it creates, and possibly also even when you put a tracker on. Keep your car with the tracker on, your duplicate with the tracker on, far away. So we're going to take this baby in now and upgrade it to the max. Don't put any money into expensive resprays, like I said, keep it nice and cheap. Don't tint the windows, don't add the fluorescent lighting underneath the neon lighting, and don't do any tyre modifications. None of those carry on over to the duplicate, so you won't make any money back on them. You'll just be throwing money down the drain basically. So we've fully modified our mask now. We're just going to break the door off again. Get in position, and as before, this is all rinse and repeat stage now, so we're just going to queue up our Simeon, Ron or Gerald mission, get it ready, get some speed up. When you've got a good head of speed going, nothing in front, path is clear, then start the mission. Quit out of that, we'll find ourselves in a similar position again as before. The car will carry on rolling up the street, the master. And the duplicate, don't move, just stay in the same spot. The duplicate will spawn near to you. When it does, then you can approach it, that's fine. So that's great, got our first duplicate now. It's worth approximately 200,000, give or take, depending on the car model we use. I've put a tracker on it, come out of LSC, I've turned right instead of left, so I'm taking it away from LSC, which will become apparent in a minute why, really. So that's safe, that's ours now, it's got a tracker on, that's brilliant. Drive back to the master car. And I'm just going to take it back up the road there. Not going too close to the car with the tracker on, which I've parked even further up the road. Turning around, queuing up the Simeon, Ron or Gerald mission. Get the gas, nice clear path ahead, lots of speed. Start the mission. And back out. Again, don't move, just stand still. The personal car with a tracker on has followed you. This isn't the Duke, this is the personal vehicle with a tracker on. The game always likes to put that car near to you, your personal vehicle, when you quit out of missions in case you need it. There's the master up the road. I was slightly concerned that it was a bit close to the master. He might have bricked it, so I've just run up to the master just to test that's still safe and that's still good. Yep, that's still drivable. So I'm going to go back now. And the duplicate is the one in the middle of the street. You can see from the little icon on the mini-map that that's the one with the tracker on. And here's our fully modified duplicate again that we're going to take in and pop another tracker on, which will obviously consequently send the one with the tracker on at the moment into one of our garages. So just drive this back to LSC, put a tracker on, then basically keep doing the steps like that. Like I say, lots can go wrong with this. The biggest things to look out for, the hardest thing is to find a good session. That's always been the case with these dupes. Once you find a good session, you're laughing. Kick everyone from it if you can. On PS4 it's easy, Xbox One I'm not sure of the procedure, what the current working method is for kicking everyone from the lobby and having a private solo session. Or a public solo session rather. But look into that, Google that. If I find out in the meantime, I'll put a post in the description. The PS4 is the date and time glitch. That's it really, it's good to go. Second thing to look out for, like I say, the first thing is a good session. The second thing is keep that master car away from the duplicate and the car with your tracker on. That's the biggest thing I can't emphasise enough really. Because if you lose that master car, it's a pain in the arse, you've got to start back at the beginning again. But all is good, hope you've enjoyed, hope it's helped you out. I've been Essex Jay, you guys are absolutely brilliant, thanks for your subscriptions and your views. I'm off to buy a new laptop now because this one is absolutely useless and I've struggled to get this out to you in time, this video. But thanks for sticking by me and I'll speak to you soon. Take it easy. Bye.